And we're back with some more Project Zomboid trailer trash. It's getting late in the day, but I'm going to hook all these generators up. Now that we've got our Electrical 5 book, we can start grinding our way up to Electrical 10, which is something I've certainly never hit in a Project Zomboid run. You know, because it's useless and it's a slow, boring waste of time. That's why I've never done it before. But given how long we are into this run, you know, we're looking for things to do. And that's fine. Glad the noise of these doesn't like multiply depending on how many you have on, or else we'd be drawing things from a quarter of the map away. Okay, so the generators are all on and cooking away. We've got plenty of gas here. I should probably check whether we have enough electrical components for this, because normally I find one of the best places to get electrical components is killing zombies and breaking up their digital watches. We don't loot our kills as well as we should. I mean, often we don't do it at all. Okay, now we've got like 400 electrical scrap. I don't know how long that will last. I mean, we can head into town and start breaking TVs and radios and things. It's certainly an option. We don't loot our kills very well. It's just too dangerous having a zombie pop up from the dead or rush out of some trees and bite us while we're taking a watch off something's arm. Okay, let's finally take all this armor off. Be nice to have a mod to just switch the gear right away. Our assault rifle's getting a bit battered. We do have 2 spare ones, and they're in better condition, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wash up here. We've got a washing machine dryer down in the bathroom, but it's just faster IRL to just wash up yourself at a sink. Now, we don't normally sleep up here in the panic room, but, you know, if you're exhausted and you walk past a bed, it makes sense to sleep in it. Okay, so we've taken care of the garden again. We've got some furniture we pinched from the storage facility. I meant to get more of these shelves. I think we only actually brought back like 4 of them, and one of them we already used in the little mechanic's office. I don't know if I'll leave them here anyway. They don't actually have great storage. I mean, you know, they're not as good as, you know, triple stacked wooden or metal boxes. This red us parking another car here, but I do want to get all this stuff off the floor. It looks very sloppy over here. Like I said, this isn't the best for storage density, but it should get a lot of this up. We've got those boxes in the corner. I don't think they're all full either. I should do a bit of an inventory one time just to make sure we do have spare parts for all the cars. I guess as long as you've got multiple cars, they're not all going to break down at the same time. Okay, well, that's looking better. Okay, so we're going to leave that in the truck. We'll dump this fertilizer out in the garden. We're still slowly watching our tobacco and marijuana grow. The marijuana actually grows fairly quickly, but then it's just so complicated doing stuff with it, whereas the tobacco grows super slow. I'm assuming that that's based on its actual rate of growth, you know, compared to the other things, but maybe not. The developer might have just picked a number out of the air. Okay, so let's clean up this little room while we're down here. This is always our little shed, work room, maintenance room. I guess I could put in proper carpet and that sort of thing. It's always sort of like a not room, so that's fine. Okay, let's check out our generators. I'll turn on the XP drop mod so we can see how much experience we're actually gaining. Now, it probably makes sense to leave these for a week before coming out rather than sort of doing this every day. Okay, we are getting XP drop, so yeah, we should be able to ride this all the way to level 10 electrical. Now, generators do explode if you let the condition run down. It does not have to run down to 0. Anywhere under, certainly anywhere under 25% I think will do it. I'm not sure if it's as bad as anywhere under 50%. I would try to never let the generator get under 50%. Honestly, I try never let it get under 90%. But yeah, keep it above 50% certainly. Okay, let's start thinking about what we're going to do next. So we've still got that area beyond the wall. I don't think I'll clear up that other side. Obviously we've got this south field. We've got a little barbecue area up there. We could get out there and bundle up all those logs. I'm not mowing that grass. We could extend our wall. We did find some new nails in our last trip out. On one of the recent trips out anyway. Yes, I was thinking of like massively expanding the farmland there, but I think I will work on something else. Okay, it is super early in the morning. Way earlier than I would usually get up, but we're going to make an early start of it to get out and head to the country club. It has been a long time since we've been there, and we've got to do some work before we go. We've got to check the truck and put our armor on and all that stuff. So there will definitely be some zombies running around the country club. It has been a significant amount of time since we've been there. Now, I do tend to do most of my fighting from inside the truck, but we will have to get out and, yeah, even fighting 2 or 3 zombies at close range, 2 or 3 sprinters at close range, I wouldn't want to do it without my armor on. We've never managed to use the armor to tank a hit. Like, since we leveled tailoring and developed the armor, I don't think we've been, I don't think we've had a zombie roll to attack us at that point. That's just caution. Though we're going to get showers and heavy rain in the afternoon, and we're getting a thunderstorm in 2 days. Okay, so that's manageable. But yeah, we'll head out today and we'll get this done. Just put a radio up here in the armory. I still mean to put one out in the garden, but we just haven't done it. I also didn't turn this little fridge off last time we took the truck out, so we'll have run the truck's battery down a bit. If you leave the little fridge on in these trucks, it will actually zero out your battery in like 2 weeks. The engine's good, gas tank's good. Yeah, see, battery 70% charge, and that's yeah, probably only for a few days of not taking it anywhere. Yeah, that's not too bad, as in when you drive the truck, the battery actually charges. So as long as you're not so you shouldn't just leave it there for 2 weeks and forget about it. Okay, we are already super hot and sweaty because of the armor we're wearing. Air conditioner's on, so that'll make it better. It's already 5 AM. We should get to the country club by probably a little bit after sunup. I don't know how long we're going to have to spend clearing out the area. The first time we cleared the country club would have been actually long before the erosion fully kicked in, so nice big open sight lines and that sort of thing made it much easier, whereas now there are going to be just horrible trees everywhere. So the road to the country club is one that we used to drive quite a while. It's also our main artery to the other side of Kentucky itself. The road out here I do still expect to be fairly clear. By the actual country club itself, there might be a few zombies wandering around. But inside, around the buildings, I definitely would expect to find 1 or 2 dozen. Okay, here we go. No zombie sightings as of yet. Now this is obviously pretty narrow. It's not the sort of spot where we'd really like a whole bunch of zombies to attack us. We can't really dodge and do any car foo. We can just grind, so as long as there wasn't, say, 50 zombies could maybe get in front of the car and really slow it down. Obviously we prefer not to use our car as a weapon too much. We haven't done that really since we've gotten our firearms training in. Okay, here we go. So this should be the car park. Found one of our trucks here, the black one, I think. We'll drop the trailer off, and then we'll scout the area a bit more. Yeah, so this place used to be nice, wide, open sight lines before all these trees grew, and that was much, much nicer. Right now, you know, can't tell how many zombies are just outside of our line of sight. So I'm going to stop shooting stuff for the moment, because, again, all we really want to do is see if there's a semi-trailer here. There is, we'll clear things if there's... Okay, so this is more like what I was expecting. This is more like a proper town. I haven't seen any zombies yet. Yeah, well, this is where we want to be. But I am going to sweep the area before I get out of the car. And here we go. Our first catch of the day. If I see 2, if I see 3, then there's going to be at least 6 there. That's my assumption in that sort of environment. If I see... Yeah, the number I see, I assume there's that many that I have not seen because they're hiding in trees. Oh, don't dart behind the building, you zombie piece of shit. Now I have to try to remember what that guy looked like. I think he was like wearing blue bandana, maybe? Yeah, I don't think that this wasn't him. Okay, so again, this area is not the best. Was that the guy? Maybe. This area is not the best to be shooting in. Again, I guess I could get out of the car and just spin in place and shoot people. The numbers are light enough that we could probably pull that off. But yeah, like guys like that coming out of the trees. These guys are fast enough that, yeah, just if we were facing the wrong way for 2 whole seconds, that guy could have been on our neck. And even if all our armor, it does have some weak points, especially attacks from behind. More flowers and stuff we could steal. Loads of hedges here. Yeah, we stole a lot of hedges from Riverside, but we stole a ton from here as well. I prefer not to use the car as a battering ram, but we did check it before we left base and made sure that the tires are good, the bodywork is good, the engine's good. Like it's not going to crap out on me. In fact, when driving in a car, you should always have that decision ready in your head. If the engine suddenly turns off on this thing, I would sit in it and wait for it to start again, because it's going to. It's not a bad car. Whereas if you're driving something that's a bit more of a wreck, you really want to make that call and think, well, if the engine turns off, it might not be turning on again. And if you've got a bunch of zombies starting to surround your car, you need to get out of there before they complete the encirclement. Obviously with sprinters, you have, 1 second to make that decision. If the car stops, either stay in it and trust it's going to work, or get out and run right away. Like if we had to get out here, we would probably be okay. I think we've got like 8 or 9 sprinting. We're really good at sprinting, 10 fitness. I make sure even while driving the car, we stay under our weight limit. So, I mean, we could give these guys a running away for oh crap, this thing's almost broken. We could give them a running away for hours and hours at a jogging pace. Lose them over a tall fence or something like that. I wouldn't want to have to do a a walk of shame all the way back to our base, but we could from here. Pretty confident. Though I definitely prefer to do so in daytime. And it's now 10 a.m., so again, we'd have time to get back to our base as well. Okay, well, it's looking clear. Obviously, we haven't swept the other side of any of these buildings. We're not trying to do too big a footprint here. I'm just trying to secure this barn because this is what we're here for. We are going to swipe a bunch of this hay. And we're going to make our own little barn / stables type thing. Take care of our moodles for a bit as we just sit here and give any more zombies a chance to show up. Even sprinters can be really slow moving through trees. So from the last time you fire off a gun or honk a horn, you've got to give them an hour or two to slowly mosey in your direction. House alarms can be even worse. They can come from really quite far. Now, speaking about house alarms, I'm quite certain we'll have never been in that building, so there is always the chance we'll get a house alarm as we go in. I think eating coffee is still good. I'm not sure. You may have to make it in beverages these days to get the reduction of fatigue. Something I've been meaning to check. Okay, so it looks clear enough. Okay, no alarm, that's good. No windows, no other ways in. Pity you can't, like, vault over this hay. I guess I could stack it up in such a way and, like, build a fence there so I can vault over it, but what we might actually try to do is, get the truck into there. If I get all this stuff out of the way, again, we're more vulnerable while standing here with all this weight in our inventory. So we're very, very careful and listen closely. And not speed up time if we don't need to. Yeah, I don't think I'll need to take any of these trees. If I just sledgehammer out some of those doors. Now, for a while, maybe even still, you could drive your car through... Was it any double door, or was it only barricaded double doors? There was a thing. Again, I mean to go look at that. But I think we'll just sledgehammer this out. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, now if we park this right, we can probably... I mean, I could probably seal off the entire door with it, although we will want to... Yeah, we want to get out to the cab. But if I didn't want to, I could probably, yeah, park it sideways to stop zombies getting in, or at least make them crawl under it. Now, again, it'd be better to have zombies crawl under in such a way that you see them. Obviously, Zomboid is a directional game in that sense. Some sides of barricades are better than others because things are more visible. But that should be good. So there's a narrow entrance there. Something comes in. Even if our gun jams, we've got the revolvers to switch to, and they don't jam. So, I mean, yeah, right here we could defend ourselves versus quite a few sprinters if a pack of, say, 6 just wandered into the area. Yes, that coffee didn't seem to take that drowsy down. Okay, well, it's 3:30. Let's see how much work we get done. We might be staying the night. It'll depend on how quickly we can fill the back of this truck up. Now, the building we're going to be converting to a stable is about this size. Maybe a little wider, not as long. But we're not going to want all of this stuff because we're going to want more open space than this. Now, the way these hay bales work, you have singles and you have doubles. You'll notice some of these are stacked, singles on doubles, doubles on doubles. I don't think we can do that. We can't stack a double hay bale on a double hay bale unless, there's some trick to it that I'm doing wrong. Yeah, we're really starting to collect noodles now. We've been inside for half a day, so Chloe's bored out of her mind, despite the fact that every snapping twig or bird noise outside should be making her jump. Got a little shoulder light to make this a bit nicer. I could leave the truck's lights on, this is why we used to carry a generator around too. I could have whacked the generator down and put some lights up, but obviously the generator would then draw things in. Okay, so we slept on the spot. I'm still not 100% sure if... I don't know, I really should have checked that by this point. Because we're in the back seat of this car while sleeping, and it doesn't have windows back there. So I'm not sure if zombies can attack us at all while we're in that back area. Maybe I'll go check that today. I mean, it still wouldn't be good to have them surrounded so that when you pop in the front seat, they're right there outside your window banging on it. Okay, so we're starting to fill the back of this up. We've got a thunderstorm coming tomorrow, so we may as well be at home for that. This is probably our last load. I haven't bothered counting how much hay flooring or how many of the bales we want. I'm really just sort of eyeballing it. And of course we've got the carrying capacity limit of the truck. You know, we can't take more than it can give us. And yeah, there we go. We're over the 1200 already. That's a lot of stuff, but I think that's probably about what we want. Yeah, stay cautious. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the truck handles worse with all the weight in it, unless that's just something that I think, you know, some psychosomatic crap. It seems to have more inertia. Doesn't speed up as well, doesn't slow down as well. Okay, let's take this home and we're going to start building our barn. Okay, everybody, so we're going to work on that barn probably on our next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did and you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe for more gameplay and guides, and I'll catch you on the next episode. You have a great